This week's Wrestling Open main event is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first in the corner to my left, wrestling out of South Plainfield, New Jersey. Weighing in tonight at 208 pounds, he is your Jersey legend, the sure thing, Ray Jazz. His opponent to my right, wrestling out of the #1 dojo, weighing in at 71 kilos, he is #1. He is sponsored tonight by @PatsFan BE. This is Ichiban!
Ichiban has had some very, very tough tests. You mentioned it. You went through a list of names that he's been in the ring with that mirror names that Ray Jazz has been in the ring with as well. But for Ichiban, has he ever faced someone as ruthless of a ground competitor, a wrestler like Ray Jazz, the Division I all-time wins leader at New York University?
Well, he's got main event wins over Bobby Orlando, Platinum Max Caster, Brian Malonis, Aaron Rourke, Brad Hollister. Of course, his team victorious in Steel Cage Warfare. But to your point, Paul, I don't know that there's anybody like a Ray Jazz on the Wrestling Open roster, so I don't know that all those wins can even prepare Ichiban. Ichiban has to stick and move. It is a strategy that stands the test of time. Easier said than done.
And usually in this situation, since Ray Jazz hasn't had as many main events as Ichiban, I would question, does Ray Jazz have the gas tank? But you can't even make that question. Ray Jazz is an unreal athlete, but the thing that people don't know is that outside of here, he is a mindset coach for young up-and-coming amateur wrestlers. So he is as psychologically strong as he is physical. That's what makes him so scary.
Sounds like he's poisoning the youth of America.
Whether or not he is or not, I cannot say because I am not there.
What was the Jazz tip of the day? To laugh at people that cry?
Yes, that was the Jazz tip of the day. And look at that, how strong he was. He didn't even have to do anything, and Ichiban went down. Unbelievable strength here from Ray Jazz as the All-American. As I mentioned, the all-time wins leader at New York University and amateur wrestlings in wins. He is a walking wrestling clinic. And he is telling Ichiban he's going to let him have his arm. That's how confident he is.
Could be a big mistake, Paul. You do not want to take Ichiban's ability for granted. Ichiban, somebody 2021 I'd never even heard of.
No.
2022, somebody that has become one of the top wrestlers. You got to think, if there's going to be a singles tournament to crown the first ever Wrestling Open champion, Ichiban's going to be a favorite, but the same could be said for Ray Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, that is why this whole thing came about. You saw it in that video. We revealed the Wrestling Open Championship, and Ray Jazz took exception that it was the Miracle Ones out there because he said, I'm the face of Wrestling Open. I've been the one who's been undefeated, whether it's with the Jazz Mission, whether it's with the Cradle Powerbomb, or more often than not, that backslide. He beats his opponents time and time and time and time again. He can't be stopped.
Well, Paul, one thing I want to mention is that there is a big distinction between being the ace, which is a title that is given to you by the fans, and being the champion, which is undisputed.
As now Ray Jazz easily back to his feet, and look at that. It was flawless there by Ray Jazz. The sure thing, by the way, New Jersey sure thing. Ray Jazz telling Ichiban, you can't wrestle me, and he's right.
Sure, but what's the follow-up? As he just continues.
Oh, now he's gonna let him have a shot, undefended.
I mean, Ichiban could kick him in the face if he wanted to right now. I don't think that Ichiban is that type of competitor, but I would be very careful if I was Ichiban not to fall for any of the traps that Ray Jazz is trying to set.
And look at that, showing some deceptive strength here as Ichiban. We know what kind of high-flying athlete, what next-level athleticism he has, but he is strong as well. But not as strong as Ray Jazz, but able to hold on, use that momentum into the headlock takeover.
That's what it all comes down to, technique, leverage.
And he has to be careful. You can study all the tape you want, but that backslide often comes out of a direction we've never seen before. it's almost like he finds a new way every time.
Great headlock takeover off the ropes, but like you said, the backslide, if not that cradled power bomb. Jazz has so many tools that he can knock off opponents with. Same could be said for Ichiban, though, as now the third time is the charm with the headlock takeovers. And on the ground game, Ichiban has an advantage right now, Paul. I think that Jazz got a little bit too cocky giving him his head. He is paying the price.
Wouldn't be the first time Ray Jazz got a little too cocky about things, but Ray Jazz back to his feet. Ichiban landing on his. And letting Ray Jazz know, if I wanted the closed fist, I could have taken it, as he is laying in shots here. And there's a chop from number one.
Ichiban has earned the moniker #1, but soon we will know for once and for all who is the #1 wrestler here in Wrestling Open when we crown our first ever champion. A tournament with details yet to be revealed by the Wrestling Open officials, as Jazz looking to saw Ichiban in half with those shoulders in the corner, but Ichiban got a lot left in the tank, able to avoid contact. The headlock takeovers were effective, and now we see a series of arm drags.
Arm drag number 2. Ichiban looking to follow it up, and he hits a big time drop kick. Ray Jazz goes down, and Ichiban standing tall here in our main event. Could he try that handspring? No, decides to go in with the running enziguri. And could he go up top? Is this a mistake this early on?
I don't know. Jazz is hurt. This might be it, Paul.
We've seen the high cross body many times, but so has Ray Jazz, as Ichiban goes down in a heap in the corner in a very, very vulnerable spot. And now Ray Jazz tossing Ichiban.
5 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 15 minutes remain.
And now Ray Jazz, after he tosses Ichiban down, you know how vicious and intense he gets when he has the advantage in a contest.
Looking to send from pillar to post, and Ichiban crumpled.
Telling Ichiban, I am #1, letting Ichiban know that I am undefeated. I am the face of Wrestling Open, as he told him last week. But there's the foot on the rope, but Ray Jazz pulling it right away.
Yeah, I think that was abstracted from the officials' view. If not, we would have seen a separation between the two competitors. And now it's Ray Jazz manhandling Ichiban, a firm grip on that waist.
And small things like that, you always think about the referee and their vision. Sometimes it just gets blocked, so Ray Jazz able to take advantage that time and bring Ichiban back to the center of the ring with a lot of strength and a lot of power.
One thing about Ray Jazz when he competes in the main event, knowing that there is a longer time limit, we typically see his matches going the distance, not finishing off his opponents by the 10-minute mark, really grinding them to dust, trying to send a statement. And honestly, with the Wrestling Open title being in play finally, Paul,
Shoulders down. Oh, almost got him.
You know, you got to beat your opponent, and you got to mentally defeat all the other people in the back. They don't want to share a ring with Ray Jazz, because they know they could get sent with a German suplex like that.
And they have to know that he is mentally tough too, to be able to come from behind in a lot of victories. The last couple of times we saw him out against Ted Goods, against Rex Lawless, Ray Jazz was not doing well. He was on the defensive for most of the match, and he was able to pull out victories.
But those are two guys twice the size of Ichiban.
As we just saw on clear display there, is Ichiban down here on the wood floor, and Ray Jazz taunting this crowd in Worcester in our main event here at the White Eagle.
Well, Paul, I don't know if there's going to be a specific set of rules for the defenses of the Wrestling Open title, but one thing can be for certain: most world title matches, the title cannot change hands on a countout.
Up to 6.
And I do not know what kind of a statement Ray Jazz is looking to send right here, other than the fact that I don't think he wants to fight Ichiban anymore tonight.
Up to 8. He's telling referee Tyler Calloway to count faster, but Ichiban is in and breaks the count. Small package, small package. He almost took it from him. And there is a chop in the corner. Ichiban firing his way back into this one.
Trying to find his second win, trying to fire on all cylinders. A variety of strikes from Ichiban.
Oh no, he caught him and slams him down on his stomach.
Oh.
Maybe even his hip there.
Just a bad landing. Bad landing through and through. Just all on the shoulder, all on the collarbone. And Ray Jazz now continuing the attack, diving in with that European uppercut. Really just continues to slow the pace. And I hate to say it, you know, is it the most exciting way to win a match? Absolutely not, but it's certainly one of the most effective. You cannot let Ichiban start to build momentum because he is quicker than a hiccup. He can string together offense like nobody else on the Wrestling Open roster, and even here, trying to create an opening with that enziguri.
To the second rope. Here he goes, hits the drop kick, and Ray Jazz is down. And when Ichiban gets rolling, he is very, very difficult to stop. Can Ray Jazz stop him here in our main event?
Maybe looking for a head scissors takeover, trying to connect with the DDT. Look at the muscle on display. Oh!
He just absolutely muscled him into those turnbuckles, and you know as well as I do, there is not much padding there in the corner. That is metal.
Another bad landing. I've never seen that, Paul. I had to censor myself. Ichiban's toast.
As Ray Jazz only getting a count of 2.
Have you even ever seen a release gut-wrench suplex never ride into the corner like that? That was freaky strength.
Unbelievable strength. And Jazz
now going after the mask. Now shots to the side of the head. One thing you're going to give Ichiban credit for is your peripheral vision is limited when you do compete in a mask.
As now just being as underhanded as he can, going at that mask, sending messages to Ray Jazz. As Ichiban trying to fight his way with his hands, but Ray Jazz, wait, hold on. Ichiban able to skin the cat.
How the hell did he avoid contact with the floor and into a pin nevertheless?
10 minutes have elapsed to the time limit. 10 minutes remain.
There's a jawbreaker and a clothesline.
I don't know, Ichiban, he might be a cat because he's on his 9th life right now. Never mind a second win, never mind a third win. You cannot put this guy down.
He's gonna catch him and try to muscle him again. But there's a spinning neckbreaker by Ichiban. Ray Jazz is down. Ichiban is back to his feet and he is fired up.
Awesome attack, Paul. Just wrestling circles around your opponent, trying to disorient them. That's what you're gonna do to take a larger opponent off your feet. Now you see the added momentum of the handspring with the back elbow. And I think the fans here at the White Eagle are gonna be looking to count to 1.
Firing away with those 1 punches in the corner is Ichiban.
Shrugged off, lands on his feet, cartwheel once again.
Oh, he caught him! He caught him! Cradle powerbomb! That is it! Is this the end? He caught him with that cradle powerbomb.
Ichiban doesn't even know where he is right now. Ray Jazz, all lateral press.
His foot's on the rope! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! He just pushed the foot off the rope.
The time of the fall, 11 minutes, 18 seconds. Here is your winner, the sure thing, Ray Jazz.
I don't know about that, Paul. Did Ichiban get his foot off?
He clearly had his foot on the rope. Referee Tyler Calloway's vision was blocked by Ray Jazz in front of him.
So this match should continue. The referee made a mistake.
Yeah, but he didn't see it. If the referee doesn't see it, he can't reverse this.
Ichiban's pleading his case right here, but the referee doesn't know any better.
I can't believe it. Ray Jazz stole another one, folks. We will see you again here for Wrestling Open next week.